Nice, nice,
How's it going?
nice. Shout out to everybody tuned in already. Shout out to Nicole, she's rocking the merch. Shout out to Forsman. Shout out to DB Beats in the building. What?
Shout out to Eddie G. What's going on, buddy?
Fucking rocking, man. Fucking, oh shit, move my drink. Oh, move the whole shit. Here we go. Boom, got my red cup. Just got back from the store because I was like, man, I need a drink for this next one.
Yeah,
I need a drink for this next one. Catch up with an old friend. We've known you for time.
yeah.
Do you actually remember when it was we met?
Uh, Probably about 11, 12 years ago
Okay.
at Excel.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you, Scott Free, and Kelly Maloney all got me the music scene out in Brantford.
Big facts. Big facts. Yeah. Like and like I remember just well, you just had the raw talent and like the beatboxing. It's something like you could just do like on the spot. So every time I would notice there'd be somebody around that didn't know about your shit. I'd be like, yo, let's hear a fucking beatbox, and then fucking so like everybody around would be able to hear that shit, right?
You always
Um,
got box on the spot all the time.
for sure, for sure. Well, like, yo, like why wouldn't I want that though?
No, you got it.
Right, right. So yeah, are we gonna start the interview off with a beatbox?
I don't see why not.
All right, all right.
Baby.
Oh, Eddie, T, V. Nice, nice. So, how did this all start? Like, what is bebop? Like, I know you play guitar, you do other things. What was the first form of music? Was it beatboxing?
Um,
Mhm.
Originally it was guitar playing and singing when I was younger. My parents got me into that. Um, but when I was around 15, I was watching a video of Reed One. Like, it got me into beatboxing
Mm,
really easily. So it was easy for me to vibe, progress quickly.
okay, okay. So, who do you think is if you had to pick one, Dougie Fresh or Rozzo?
Mm, I'd have to go Rozelle. His technique is a little more clean, and it's not that he's just a little more known. It's he's slightly better.
Okay. Shout out to Dougie Fresh though.
Amazing too, but I'd have
I,
to
I'm
Rozelle.
not even sure. Like, he might even be like the first one to ever do that shit. I don't even know.
Mark Winslow, from like Police Academy. He's one of the first two. Um,
Okay.
it was around for a long time before people even realized beatboxing, just making music with your mouth.
For sure, for sure. Um, it's definitely like a classic thing. Like, as rappers, like, man, like back in the day, I love to have a beatboxer around. You know, like I can just like a beatboxer go on and have around a bunch of rappers. That's
Yeah,
all we need, right?
at a show and like we'd be out for a smoke or something. Everybody'd be like, "Danny, beatbox," and like I'd have to beatbox while everybody freestyled.
Yeah.
one smoke turns into like 20.
For sure, for sure. do you like beatboxing just creating everything on the spot, or do you like using like the loop pedal better?
Um, I like to try to do as much as I can without a loop pedal or any effects or anything, because then it's still raw beatboxing. It's all natural.
For sure, for sure. What do you think about the loop pedal though?
Oh, it's sick how people can just they can mimic full song and get pretty spot on with.
For sure, for sure. You must know about Hashi the Mouthpiece.
Yes, I do know about Hashi.
He's one of my favorite people, like to see on like stage, and like just like one of my favorite people too. Like a super cool dude. But
Oh,
to see him on stage is like, man, like when he gets that loop pedal going, and he gets like even like just I actually seen him before he had the loop pedal, just on stage, like fucking doing the same thing, like you're doing, just creating so many sounds at once. Um,
oh, energy.
who are your top five beatboxers?
Okay. Reaps One is one of them. Beat Art, Skiller, D-Lo, and Chase Red Eye.
Okay, okay, fucking
Top five.
definitely top five dead or alive.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I also remember getting into the scene, and like big people like Scott Jackson and Korean Effects were also a big influence on like me learning, and because they were big enough, they were the best in our area.
shout out to Scott Jackson. I remember back in the day, me and the Whiz Kids showed up to a King of Dot event, and we were super early, and we get out there, and there was like one person standing out there, and it was Scott Jackson. So we sat there,
Of course.
and we sat there and talked to him for a bit. Super cool dude, man. Like so humble, like fucking for like the where he was, like stature wise, like
Yeah,
super
and
cool dude.
beatboxing is dope.
What's that?
His beatboxes are dope.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, for sure. Like we seen him that night, and we're like, oh shit, man. We like he was just killing it. The crowd's like, oh, and we're like, yo, we were just out talking to this guy like a couple hours ago, you know?
And
Yeah,
just
man,
from out there to killing it on stage. That's
for
dope.
sure, for sure. Um, uh, so like you've done like all sorts of different things with music. What's coming up next for are you going uh Danny Boyd as the name, or are you still going DB Beats?
So I go as both. But like when I tend to play like guitar and I go as like Daniel Boyd, and when I beatbox, of course, it's a name for myself in that era as DB Beats. So I like to keep that around as well.
Almost like uh I've heard of some people that like have a different thing for acting, a different thing for music.
Yeah,
Almost like having two. Um, why am I blanking? The guy that does the America song. Childish Gambino. He
yeah.
does that, right? Yeah. Do you think you think that's something you want to stick with, or do you ever want to like combine it all in one name, like
Mm,
as one brand? Because me, like I've done a bunch of different things, but I'm still I put the Eddie G stamp on it, right?
you're always Eddie G.
For sure, for
Um,
sure.
but I think one day I'd like to bring it to one and figure out where I want to be with that. And I've made a name for myself as DB Beats, so I'm hoping that sticks around. Um,
Great.
upcoming, I have a CD coming out. I'm hoping to release it at the end of January. It's called Smile. It's my thing to do. I like to make people smile, so that's what I
I just
titled.
said that in the last interview. I'm like, I'm like, if like smiling, making people smile was a drug, like I'm addicted.
Yeah,
Like I'm,
it's
fucking-
good to make.
I'm an addict. You know?
Yeah, why not make people's lives brighter with your talents and what you can do?
Right, right. Definitely. So like I imagine people like me around and like different people like does it ever get annoying like when you're like you go places and people are like yo beatbox for me.
Never, because it just makes me think of people remembering me. They're like, I know this guy's a dope beatboxer. I want to hear him beatbox. So, or they've
For sure.
heard it, so it feels good when people just ask.
For sure, for sure. Um, it, is there anybody like kind of like you were surprised when you met them like that they were like or your shit they're like oh shit you know my shit like anybody like that ever
Um,
you came across with that?
so I did this talent show in Norfolk, and actually one of my favorite singers, Theo Thames, he won Canadian Idol. Um, he knew me when I came. You're the beatboxer. I was like, yeah, I know you too. Like that was a good feeling. That you're that
For
beatboxer.
sure.
So he heard of me before I even got there.
That's dope. That's dope. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. You're just cutting out a little bit there.
Mm.
But hopefully we're rocking.
Oh, hopefully we're good.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, so man, like so like how many different cities have you performed in? Like I always see you like different every time I see something come up. It's like in a different spot. Like how many
Um,
cities have you performed in?
around I'd
Like
say
486.
50. Probably around 20.
Okay, okay. What
Across Ontario.
what is the city like? You went in and you felt like nobody really knows me here, but then like when you finish your set, they're like, "Holy fuck, man! This guy rocked this shit!" Like you were just like, um, you just put a stamp on a city. Like,
Um,
what is the city that stands out?
I was known in Brantford, kind of Hamilton, and then I did a show in Toronto at this Irish pub, and like nobody knew me. This random beatboxer guy, and at the end, like end of my set, people were vibing and they all dig me, and that was one of my most memorable ones where people just like didn't know me at all. I didn't really have a crowd of people.
Shout out to Irish pubs. I'm drinking some Irish fucking whiskey right now.
Jameson,
Yeah,
that's my favorite. Shit.
Jameson is the shit.
Yeah, you gotta try Redbreast. It's not whiskey too, but
It's what? What was that?
it's called Redbreast.
Okay.
It's another Irish whiskey, but it's aged for a while, and it's like $96 for a 26er.
Mm,
It's
mm.
it's good.
Yeah, like right now, if I'm going to spend $100 on a bottle, I'm probably gonna get that Douce. You ever had that?
The what?
Douce? It's
And
like it's a cognac.
I haven't.
It's Jay Z's shit. $100 a bottle, and it's fucking oh, man. Woo! Just drink that shit straight. The fucking I actually got the ice cubes with the plastic shit around them, so like they like it doesn't dilute your drink. That's the way to go when you're drinking the whiskey for sure. Like you don't want to have your drink watered down. Just
No,
little keys for when you're doing this shit. You
no,
know,
no,
trying to teach the people, right?
a whiskey rock.
What's that?
No ice or like a whiskey rock.
Facts, facts, facts. So yeah, so yo, you were talking to me about in the food truck business.
Yeah. So I like to cook. I'm a chef, and my favorite's baking. Though I like to make cool desserts. Um, so I want to get a food truck by at least
Hold
next
on,
summer.
yeah, like you like baking? I like getting baked.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
goods.
but yeah, we'll get back on the food truck thing. But yeah, like recently, I tried like I've never really been super big on edibles.
Yeah.
But I had a bad experience fucking like a little while ago where I was just like, I had a hard time remembering what I was trying to say. Like I chewed a couple of muffins and then like I was like trying to say something I could completely forget what I was saying like mid sentence. And after the third time that happening, I was like, "Yo, I'm having a bad time. This edible shit ain't for me."
Yeah, they're sleepy. So,
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say that shit fucking. But yeah, the food truck. So what kind of foods are we expecting?
um, so I really like to do deep cake. So I'm gonna do terms of or twists on a cheesecake. We're gonna have some, like pastas and stuff. Not too sure on everything that's gonna go on it, but a little bit of an idea.
Yo, pasta has been like my best friend and my enemy all at the same time. Like this, I love it. But this whole like my whole like this right here, these fat cheeks, this fucking everything. That's
It's
fucking pasta, bud.
there's nothing wrong with spaghetti.
You know what? Fucking, I've actually like started like kind of like trying to get on the healthy shit. So like again, I would love if like I'd be able to come up to your spot and get some fucking like what would you say like when you imagine your food truck, what would be the healthiest thing on the menu?
Um, Eating healthy, it's you can eat what you want in portions. Like there's certain things that are
Portions are key for sure.
just have to eat it in a small portion. So realistically, the thing on the food truck would just be a smaller portion of whatever's going to be on it. I
So
mean,
like
there's always going to be salads and stuff that are healthy for you. Get into salad dressings, which aren't healthy for you as well. So it's always contradicting.
like me like I've been trying to eat healthy, but like I'm also a fat boy as well. Um, I work the other
Well,
day. I had like a fruit thing that I bought from Freshco, like a $3 thing. And it had pineapple, it had mango, it had grapes, had all that kind of shit in it, right? So I was trying to do a healthy lunch, but I also had an energy drink there. So I poured some of the energy drink into the fruit cup, like and like let all the fruit soak in it. And as
that's
I was eating it,
why
and
would
as
you?
I was that.
That's the weirdest thing. Why would you put energy drink into a fruit cup?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like it was fucking amazing.
Okay, but that it just seems weird.
No, I'm telling you, like, yo, it might be like there's a lot of things about me that are weird. Okay, there's a lot of things about me that are weird, but yeah, like when I poured like the energy drink all over the fucking the fruits and shit like that, and it was great. And when I got down to the bottom, it was just the fruit juice and the energy drink. When I drank that, holy fuck, man! I went back to work. I was fucking, yo, that shit was amazing. And fucking, I just kept on thinking about that shit was
Wired
fucking
for
dope.
Eddie G's wired for.
Oh yeah, I was wired for the rest of the shift. I was going. I was fucking, you know. But yeah. What is the weirdest thing like that food combinations like that you put together that most people wouldn't think of?
I don't know. I eat pretty normal things. I have normal food. I don't really eat like something that's weird to people. Everything I
Okay.
eat is food porn to people.
All right. Me, like I always like to experiment, try different things. If I take one bite of it, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's
At
not the end of the world. You know, it's not the end of the world,
least you tried.
right? Right. And I think like as somebody that's getting into the food truck business, I think you should be more um, experimental.
Well, yeah,
You might come across a gem.
to cook is to create, and yeah, creative to cook anything new and to be different from people.
Because like I'm saying like me like if I were gonna start a food truck thing, I'd want to put my creative twist on it. I, when you look at my menu, if I had a food truck, you wouldn't be able to get any of that shit anywhere else. Those combinations, my combos would be like, yo, remember when you got this from this food truck? Everybody's gonna remember that food truck because you never get that anywhere else.
Yeah, you have to be different.
That's a gem right there, man. I'm telling you.
Industry, the food industry, and life, you have to be different to get some.
Right? Like man, like and like so like a lot of the business with the food trucks are usually at like big venues and shit, but like or big events. But none of that's just going on right now. So like how do you see like you like making the best business out of this right now?
So you have to have the right placement. And if you go through the proper procedures and make it COVID friendly, I guess you'd say,
Right.
people would be glad to get cooked meals that they can just walk by and grab instead of having to go and sit in a restaurant. They're just grabbing their food and go enjoy their food.
Yeah. Definitely the locations are key. Locations to bring the food truck. Yeah. So what was it like when you're like, okay, I want to do this food truck shit? What was it like? You went to a food truck, or you talking to somebody about something? Like, what
Um,
was it?
One of my favorite movies is Chef, and it's about him eventually running a food truck and going across country with his food truck. That's one of my favorite movies, which always made me want one. But it took me going from jobs, finding out what I wanted to do. I figured I don't want to be working for. I want to be my own boss, run my own business. Because I definitely am not a follower. I like to be a leader.
Yo, you just saying that. I picture this whole shit. So the DB Beats tour happens like when you tour different spots and get booked in different spots.
Yeah,
But the whole time you're doing this tour, you're bringing the food trucks. So you're selling the food during the day and performing at night.
multi-purpose.
Yo,
That'd be a good
I'd
idea.
love, I'd love to be on tour with you for that.
That'd be a great show. Be a great tour.
Right? That's like, man, I just saw that. That's a fucking because you were saying like how the guy like traveled like around the country, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you're booking yourself in different spots in different cities and shit like that, and you're pulling up to like the best spots in the city during the day, and you're selling the food. And when you're selling the food, hey, you like that food? I'm performing tonight at this spot at this spot.
Yeah.
So like the guy that buys your food, if he really likes your food, he's gonna come out to your show, right?
Yeah. Well, it's advertising in itself for both, because as you're
Right.
doing the tour, um, people are hearing about the show or your food, and as selling your food, people are hearing the show.
Yo, I'm gonna be pissed if years pass by and you haven't done this. Like when we get back out to like when the shit can be outside, like
Yeah.
because like that's the ultimate gem I just dropped on you, man. Like to do that tour.
Food truck, beatboxing, guitar playing, singing tour.
Am I wrong?
No, it sounds like quite a tour.
Yes, yes. So who are like I want to know like because like you've met a lot of rappers and like a lot of rappers like rap over your beatbox.
Yep.
I want to know the top 5 rappers that have rapped over your beatbox.
Um. All right. Isaac Russell is one of them. And
Okay.
sometimes it's drunk nights after a beatbox show. We're all, or a rap show, and we're all outside, whatever. Isaac would come and just freestyle every time. I worked at Timmy's one time. The guy came through drive-through and got me to beatbox through the drive-through. It was hilarious. But yeah,
I actually got you to beatbox at the counter when you were working at Timmy's.
yeah, I did do that as well. Scott Free as well. He's free a couple times. One of my
Isaac, shout out to Scott Free.
always Scott Free. He's one of the big ones that got me started on in the music industry. And Kelly Malone. Big shout outs to you guys for making DP who he is.
For sure.
Harley Jackson, Jesse Goldberg.
There's four. Who's the fifth?
No, so there was
He started with Isaac.
Isaac Scott.
Yeah.
Harley Jackson, Jesse Goldberg. Who was my last one?
We need a fifth.
Oh, Chris Slack. That's who I said the fifth was. Chris Slack.
Shout out to Chris Black.
Yeah, we made a CD that time.
Yo, so like you know like the history with like Slack forever as well. So like the spot I'm living at now, and where he's living at now, I didn't know he moved from his other spot.
Yeah.
So he's been living like his spot now for like 5 years. I've been living here for 4, and we didn't even know we were living on the same block.
Right near each other.
We're literally on the same block because like when I got him over to do the interview last year, he was like, I sent him the address, and he's like, yo, you're fucking kidding, right? He's like, no, literally my backyard is like facing your backyard. I was like, man, small world, man, small world. We don't know. Shout out to Chris Slack. Definitely, like we had some good times with me, you, and Icy Red.
Yeah, he was my first beatbox battle. I remember that.
Yeah. Shout out Icy Red. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like has there ever been a moment where you're like when you're beatboxing for somebody and like or beatboxing for a crowd or something like that you're like, oh man, this is like the moment. Like just felt like everything was going right, and like it was just like when like it just like you almost like almost had to stop your beatbox because you were smiling too much.
Yeah, there was definitely a big one in that. It was the show me and Chase Red Eye. It was Canada Day. We were performing for a big crowd of people, and I was beatboxing. He was dancing. Everything was really smooth that day. And it seemed to click, and it was a lot in the moment.
For sure. So yeah. So like when you're in the food truck, people are waiting for their food, and like you're like you're doing something. Are you gonna be like hitting on the table, like making music while like people are like waiting for their food and they're hearing music from the.
I can just beatbox for them while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be perfect.
Yo, I think I need to manage you because like I just gave you like fucking all the fucking gems to go, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a manager?
Nope. I do not have a manager.
Me, like I'm like I wouldn't mind getting the manager. I wouldn't, or you know what? Like Maloney was saying to me, he was like, you need to get a team, and I was like, I've always like asked you to do shit, and I never came through. So I was like, fuck man, it's so hard to build a team. But yo, trust,
It's hard.
When I get my team, think about everything that I've done with Eddie GTV by
Yeah.
myself. When I get my team, yo, um, if you need somebody to help you out with something, like getting to a show, supporting you, who is that number one person?
Eddie
Who's the
G.
number one? I mean, like besides me, like who is that number one fan that fucking that really like fucking help you like support you at any moment? Always like when you're not even feeling yourself, and they're like, yo, you're fucking dope, bro. Who is that person?
Um, that was Chase for me. That was Chase Red Eye. He always kicked me in the ass to know I was awesome and know that I was fucking great and I should embrace it and say, like, ah, it is what it is.
Facts. Yeah. So what what can we expect when shit gets cleared back up and we're outside and like we can go to shows? What can we expect from DB Beats?
Well, I'm gonna bring in some new beatboxing that I've been working on, but that'll be released in the near future, along with my CD that I'm hoping to release in January. I've been working on that hard, so trying to finish up the little tweaks and make it as perfect as possible.
I definitely yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I think like one of these days, maybe like because I'm doing the interviews every Friday.
Yep.
I should have you over, like over at the crib. So when I'm doing these interviews, we get some background music, and you just be beatboxing in the background. I'm doing these interviews, so I'll just do the interview like this.
Just pop in your head.
Like asking the questions. Hey, man. So like, how you doing? Yeah, I got one last question before we wrap this up.
All right.
What is the difference? Like, and is there really a difference of how you do different sounds? Beatboxing just in front of somebody, like with no mic, or beatboxing on the mic. Like, what is the is like how do you do something different, or is it the same?
It's the exact same. Sometimes you have to move the mic around in a different way to make it sound the way you want, but otherwise you're still beatboxing the same way.
Okay. I was wondering that because I was like,
and to like make different sounds, you're moving your mouth, your tongue, and all that mouth muscle shit in different ways to make it what you want.
because like I was wondering that because like I think even if I really think about it, rapping in front of somebody, I'd probably rap differently in front of the mic than I would just rapping to somebody. So I think that's why I asked that. I was wondering about that, but you said it's the same, eh?
Yeah, same. You got to be the same always.
For sure. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent and keep killing it. But yeah, man, I'd like to thank you for coming on the Eddie GTV show.
Eddie GTV. I'll do one more beatbox for you before we head out.
Awesome.
The sun comes in our life. We all pain. We all pain. Oh, if we pop, we know about this. Always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Woo! Yeah. Thank you. Where can people find your music? How can people get a hold of you to book you? How can
Facebook,
people find you? All that shit.
Facebook, I'm under Daniel Boyd Music. On YouTube, it's Danny Boyd, DB Beach. You can find me there as well. Instagram is Danny Beatbox Boyd. Link Eddie GTV.
Faux show. Faux show. All right, man.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, thank you for being on the fucking Eddie GTV show. And yeah, anytime you want to come back on, let me know.
Yeah, beatboxing and cooking, bro.
For sure, for sure.
Got to do cooking with Eddie G.
Yo, when I bring the show back, we need to do cooking with Eddie G on the food truck.
Yeah, right on the food truck.
All right. All right, peace, bro.
Peace, Eddie.
Peace.